said. انظر واستمع.
كل is a noun that will be a first term of إضافة and could mean every, each, if it is followed by a singular and definite noun. For example, قرأت كل كتاب. I read every book. If the singular noun is definite, كل would mean all, whole. For example, قرأت كل الكتاب. I read the whole book. If it is used after a noun, then it should carry its corresponding pronoun, suffix, and its function becomes emphatic. For example, قرأت الكتاب كله. I read the book, all of it. However, if كل is followed by a plural noun, that noun should be definite and both create إضافة. Please check the following sentences. حضر كل الموظفين. All the employees came. And its wrong sentence. The correct sentence is حضر كل موظفي المكتب. All the office employees came.
The active participle اسم الفاعل. In general, the meaning of the active participle is performing or having performed the action indicated by the verb. The English equivalent is commonly an adjective ending in ing, as in النساء الساكنات في هذه الشقة طالبات. The women living in this apartment are students.
In addition, a great many active participles have taken a specific concrete meanings and are used as ordinary nouns such as كاتب, عامل, طالب, حاكم, باحث, ساكن. The third possible use of the active participle is what the Arab grammarians call the circumstantial or حال construction. For example, حضرت الطالبة إلى الصف حاملة كتابها. The student came to the class carrying her book. The passive participle اسم المفعول is only derived from transitive verbs. The basic meaning of the passive participle is undergoing or having undergone the action indicated by the verb. The most common use of the passive participle is as an adjective. For example, شاهدت السيارة المسروقة أمام مكتب البريد. I saw the stolen car in front of the post office. Secondly, it can be used with غير as a second term of fake إضافة. For example, تعتبرها الجامعة شخصا غير مرغوب فيه. The university considers her an undesirable person. Thirdly, it can be used as a regular noun. For example, من المعروف أن العرب ساهموا مساهمة عظيمة في الحضارة الإنسانية. It is well known that the Arabs have greatly participated in the world civilization.
The dropping of the shadda of Inna and her sisters, لكن, كأن, أن. Arab grammarians call this تخفيف النون. It was mentioned earlier that these particles change the subject's vowel marker from nominative to accusative case. When the shadda is eliminated, the subject maintains its nominative case marker, as in سمعت أن الأستاذة قادمة becomes سمعت أن الأستاذة قادمة. I heard that the professor is coming. Furthermore, these particles will tolerate the use of verbs after them, as in سافرت جارتي إلى بغداد لكن سافر زوجها إلى القاهرة becomes سافرت جارتي إلى بغداد لكن زوجها سافر إلى القاهرة. My neighbor traveled to Baghdad, but her husband traveled to Cairo.
The imperative mood of the verb is used when someone is given a direct command or making a request. This command or request is either positive, as in اذهبي إلى المكتبة, you go to the library, or negative, as in لا تذهبي إلى المكتبة, you do not go to the library. The verb that is used in both cases is formed from the second person jussive mood with a little modification. In first example of اذهبي إلى المكتبة, you need to drop the subject marker prefix and insert a hamza, e, instead to break the resulting constant cluster, as in ذهبي. In the case of the negative imperative of the second example of لا تذهبي إلى المكتبة, you just put the negation particle لا in front of the verb.
Cluster buster. Generally speaking, Arabic does not tolerate three or more constant clusters. The common practice to deal with such phonological environment is to insert a short or long vowel in between. We mentioned earlier the use of the short helping vowel. A good example for the use of a long vowel is when we have an attached object pronoun for transitive verb which have antum as a subject. Notice the use of the long vowel wow to break the cluster in the following sentences. علمتموه العربية. You taught him Arabic. قابلتمونا في المقهى. You met us in the coffee. شاهدتموها في السوق. You saw her in the market.
The derivation of the active participle. The active participle derivation pattern for verb form 1 is usually فاعل. For the other forms 2 to 10, the pattern is to prefix mu to the stem. The stem vowel on the second radical is always kasra. An exception to that is for pattern 9, which has to be fatha. Please notice the following example. Form 2 مدرس. Form 3 مساعد. Form 4 مقبل. Form 5 متكلم. Form 6 متراسل. Form 7 منصرف. Form 8 مستمع. Form 9 محمر. Form 10 مستقبل.